Hi there, my name is Andrea, and this is High Literature, a program where I introduce books and comics and art to you, the viewer. That never stops getting awkward. One day it'll just flow from me. Probably not ever. So we are back with the 11 Rockets sketchbooks. We last left off with the fan art that Jaime made. And man, great fan art. For example, this Wonder Woman. And I love this. Punk versus skunk. It reminds me of these panels from 11 Rockets story with Hopi and Maggie, where they're like riffing on each other right before they're about to get down and nasty, and then they get into a fight over jewelry because that's what happens. Love this Medusa here. Got a Black Widow. I love this. It's so funny. Okay, who swiped my underwear? But yeah, so fan art. Got some nice Bizarro action. And this is getting to the new stuff now. Love and Rejects. Characters, subjects, roughs, and unfinished pages. Not bad for reading backwards. Let's see what we got here. So, first, I mean, how great are these? I mean, it just looks so good. It's like you're actually looking at his sketchbook and not a reprint. I love his little feet. And the hand holding the book. Isn't it funny how hard it is to draw hands and feet? Seems like that's something all artists complain about. Oh yeah, we did go into this a little bit. I remember that. Because that's something that I have actually drawn myself, or copied, I guess you could say. Ram race. Maggie. I got a lot deleted from my phone, so I have quite a bit of room for recording. I actually recorded a video yesterday, and I only had 17 minutes, which I thought would be plenty of time, and the video ended up ending as I was mid-sentence. I hadn't realized how quickly time had passed, so I watched it and it wasn't that great, so I deleted it. Figured I'll just try again, start tomorrow. So here we are, trying again. I really like this. That's funny. Female David. Heck no, she got tough, so I pulled him off. I can see Penny doing that. La Maggie. Oh, I really like that signature. How he turned the J and the H into one thing. That's how I do mine. It's just one thing, and it's A and then C mashed into one thing, one signature. See, I didn't even realize, like, it's because this is my first time seeing this, and I just think that's funny that he did the Maggie-esque David. The New Wave Maggie. Gosh, this is so cool. I mean, it really, like, it looks like you can touch it and you can feel the pencil markings. They did such a great job. New Wave Maggie. Let's see. What is going on here? Her purse break. So it looks like it's happening. See, light as a feather. And then the bottom falls out. I couldn't tell you how many times I've gone through my purse trying to empty things out after picking it up and going, why is this so heavy? It's just so heavy. And most of it's pens and markers and rocks. Rocks and shells. God, I mean, look at this. It's like you can almost smell the Sharpie coming off the page. Wow. This is the early mechanics days when Penny is making her way through the jungle. 1981. I mean, God. I wish you could see this. I mean, like in person. You can see like the strokes, the ink strokes. It's really cool. I absolutely recommend you guys get this book. Yeah, this is this is definitely early mechanics. More mag. Bites the dust. What's happening here? Oh, poor Maggie. Hear that, Jaime's mom? Not only will I have legs like a wrestler, but I'll even outweigh one. It's amazing, like, the look on her face paired with those words. Like, you can see just the mix of emotions, like she's trying to laugh, but her feelings are still hurt. And she's trying to not care, but she totally cares. And then you have Hopi shit talking. Boy, Mag, you sure are putting on more weight every day, huh? Soon you look like Jake LaMotta. Why you gotta be so mean, Hopi? It's always like that, though. You got the super sentito one, and then the super saucy one. What's her name? Seitse? I never knew how it was pronounced. But she was the translator, and she speaks like 12 languages and ended up getting a job at the UN as a translator. And then she and Maggie reconnect later when Maggie goes to visit Renya. I always liked that character. These are fun pages. How cool is that? I love that detail. Closer. Isn't that beautiful? Poor Renya. She got really beat up in that first L&R mechanics story. I love Elephant Bells. Is that a band? What's Elephant Bells? Is it a flower? What is an elephant bell? That's so cool. God. I wonder where these all are now. Sitting on a shelf somewhere in his room somewhere. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but when I see stuff like this, especially this, it just makes me want to draw. Coming soon, meet the brand new In Vogue Maggie in Love and Rockets. She doesn't even have to change her name. She'll lose that weight in no time. I also dance carefree in the streets in very bright designer clothes. Yeah. So do I. it's just, it's so cool, and you can see like the actual like strokes. I feel like I've seen this, but it was Penny. I wonder if you just took this of Maggie and like changed it up a little, turned it into a penny. Because I swear I've seen this, but it's Penny. Maggie, boom, boom, chasquerillo. I wonder how many women have been nicknamed Boom Boom before and after Tabitha of X Factor. I love these like holiday pinups. I don't care what comic it is. I don't care what characters they are. I don't care what holiday. I just love holiday pinups. Yeah. I like ink. But I like pencil so much better. There's just, I mean, don't get me wrong, the ink's beautiful, but I really just like that raw, stripped down penciling. Like I would love to see a comic that looks like this. You know? Like, not so much this, that's clearly not done, but this. If comics just look like if the finished product was this, I'd be so happy. Everything, you know, it just comes out so perfectly polished. It loses something. Too hip hopey. Ah, ska. Hopi playing a fashion model. Oh, I've drawn this too. Izzy, Maggie, and Hopi on the town. I could never get into ska. The closest I can listen, the closest I've gotten, like there are some Mr. Bungle tracks that dance around ska a little bit, and I can tolerate it, and that's like my limit. There's just something about ska that bugs me. Like I can listen to like a little, like I mean, no doubt Tragic Kingdom is a great album, but I don't know if I'd call it a ska album. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not a ska person. Like, I like this kind of inking. I mean, Jaime's just a master. I mean, I can't criticize anything that he does, honestly. I mean, that detail is just crazy. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. But I really like just the raw pencil too. Yeah, can we have a comic that, you know, it's just this, just the raw pencil? What do y'all have against this? Nothing against inkers. Y'all are great, but maybe let the penciler shine once. Terry after Monica puts gum in her hair. Ooh. Terry Bull. Fat Terry. Fat Terry kind of reminds me of Fat Diane from BoJack Horseman. Remember when she got on the antidepressants and put all that weight on? Tell me Fat Terry doesn't look like Fat Diane from BoJack. Right? I always loved this. Tear it up, tear it down. Yeah. Izzy. I relate to Izzy and Maggie the most. Once in a while I feel a little Penny. I don't really ever feel too much like Hopi. But Maggie, yeah. Izzy, yeah. Penny, if the moon and stars and planets are aligned just right. If I'm ever feeling like Hopi, y'all are in trouble. But there's some more penciling. And I always really loved Doyle and Ray. Restless Rocky. Roy Cowboy, the Paintbrush Kid. I always felt like Roy Cowboy could have been a Chris Ware character. Danita. Danita's great. Danita's a great character. Rocky Balboa, Roy Cowboy, and Danita. Danita's awesome. Renya. Does Renya ever reunite with Bernie K-Pax? Is that his name? I feel like he's in jail and he's reading about her in the newspaper. And this is early mechanics. And then all that stuff happens at the end with Maggie and the wrestler. And she thinks he's gonna propose, but he's actually in love with Danita. Oh, it's been a while. But the wrestler is Renya's son. Right? Gosh, it's been a while. But yeah, whatever happened to Bernie? Anybody know? Oh, God, that's so good. So we've got, it's not pencil, maybe it's charcoal. It's not ink. And then we have ink. Both are great. Jaime can't be beat. But I just love this. I love this, but this just, I don't know, there's just something about this style, this look, this aesthetic grabs my eyes more than the polish look you get with ink. Maki and Shiness. That was such a weird story. I remember how their fate ends. And he never brings them back. I don't want to spoil it for people who haven't read it, but things go down with these three. And the last you see of the sisters, they walk away after doing what they do, and you never see them again. They never come back. I always wondered if they would like pop out randomly somewhere. Like, it would have been really funny. Remember in that story arc, after Hopi and Maggie get separated and Hopi becomes friends with that girl who works for like this old rich lady who used to be like a sitcom star, and there is like this whole old rich lady club where they hire young girls to basically cosplay as toddlers, and it's really strange. And I thought for sure that these two would appear there, but make an appearance, but they didn't. You never see them again. And I think that'd be a really fun story to explore. What happened to these twin sisters? Grace and Mag visit her older sister Vicky, and then older sisters crossed out and replaced with Auntie. Interesting. So Aunt Vicky, Mag's wrestler aunt, was almost older sister Vicky. Interesting. Vicky's a complex character. She's one of those kinds of characters where you start off really not liking her, and then the more you get to know her background and all she's been through, your perspective changes, and you feel pity and sympathy, and you don't see her quite as much as a monster. Well, we're at half an hour, so I'm going to go ahead and end this here. I am going to keep going with this though, like in further videos. We're going to do the whole book. Just be patient. I have 3 jobs, and I spend 2 hours commuting. So, you know, I do what I can with the time that I have. So yeah, until next time. Bye-bye.